The clock strikes 3 a.m., but you're still up. The Devil's Hour, or 3 a.m., is an interesting concept. It's a myth, a superstition. Once 3 a.m. strikes, the devils, ghosts, and goblins come out at this time. And it is a time where the veil between our realm and the undead realm are the thinnest. So with 3 a.m. comes many challenges that a lot of people love to do. 3 a.m. Ouija boards, spooky games to play. I for one know when I wake up at 3 a.m. it's probably not for a good reason. Like something is watching me, and that is why I woke up. Or if you wake up and you smell a very putrid smell, that means that your house could be haunted with a ghost or poltergeist. But what is really good to do at 3 a.m.? Listen to creepy stories. So tonight, guys, we got 5 scary 3 a.m. stories that will make you afraid of the Devil's Hour. Before we start, I want to let you guys know that we do stream over on Twitch, where we do a lot of things that we do here. Tell scary stories, serial killers, use the Ouija board to conjure spirits. If you like scary content and commentary, that is what we're all about over on Twitch. The link will be in the description below. Figure behind. Hi, I am Summit from India. I had a weird experience last night. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. I was on my bed laying down. I saw a shadow of a figure behind the curtain of my room. That curtain was near my washroom door. I looked at it. I heard a sound like a growl. It made that sound when I was trying to get up to see what it was, but I was paralyzed. I was trying to shout at it, but I could not even open my mouth. All I could do was just make a sound. All of a sudden, I was normal again. I got up in full anger and searched for it. First, I thought the growl must have been my dog, but he was asleep. Since that time, I have been feeling very low and not myself. Ooh, a little bit creepy. Sounds like a bit of sleep paralysis. Now, sleep paralysis can definitely play tricks with your mind. And some people actually believe that sleep paralysis is not actually sleep paralysis, but it is a demon or a ghost messing with you, feeding off your fear. I've had sleep paralysis before, and let me tell you, it is not fun. If you guys have any spooky stories, let me know in the comments down below. The lamp. A few years ago, one night at around 3 a.m., my wife and I were sleeping, and I feel myself slowly waking up from a really deep sleep. My eyes started lifting up, and as soon as they focused on the lamp on my dresser, it slid off and shattered on the floor. My wife and I quickly sat up and looked at each other, horrified at the startling noise. We agreed we could clean it in the morning and went back to sleep. The next morning, when we woke up, the lamp was at the foot of the bed, about 5 feet from where it fell. Completely intact and not broken at all. We are still trying to make sense of it. That is a pretty interesting story. It makes me think that maybe, go with me here, that they were dreaming it, but they were linked through their dreams. There's also the theory that possibly they imagined it breaking and that it didn't actually break. Maybe it rolled across the floor to the edge of the bed. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Down the stairs. The only creepy story that I have is when I was in 4th grade. When I was little, I would always sleep with my door open. I went through a phase where I would wake up between 3 to 4 a.m. every night, and every single night, I would hear footsteps walking up the stairs, around my living room, through my dining room, across my kitchen, and down the hallway. They would always stop right before my doorway, then turn around and go back into the basement. But one night, they didn't stop. What I saw was a shadow of a little girl boy, couldn't really tell, walk right in front of my doorway, look at me for a few seconds, then it walked away back down the stairs. I slept with the door closed that next night. All I gotta say is basements creep me the hell out. Nothing good comes from a basement, especially little ghost girls or boys. But that was a good one. I love a good scary ghost story. That one, though short, was not bad. Staring. My story begins about a year ago when I was sleeping in one of my rooms in my parents' house. I suddenly awoke in the middle of the night at exactly 3 a.m. I stared at my alarm clock when it suddenly turned 3:01 a.m. For some reason, I was staring out at the window towards my neighbor's backyard. All of a sudden, their outdoor light turned on for about a minute or so before automatically shutting off. This was no ordinary outdoor light though. My neighbors had one of those sensory lights that automatically turned on when someone approached the door or got close to it. usually installed to keep away robbers. What was most interesting about this event was that no one was seen going in or out of the house through that door. If there was, I would have been able to see their shadows, but in this case, the lights just turned on for no apparent reason. I did not think about the possibilities until after I woke and until after I started hearing about 3 a.m. being the most spiritualistic time of the day. Now, could this be a ghost going in and out through the door of the guy's neighbor's house, setting off the lights? Those lights can be a little finicky as well. If any squirrels run by, they can go off. Our neighbors across the street also have one, and that thing always goes off around 3 a.m., which now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it is a ghost. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. It lurks. Ever since I was a child, I had a nightmare where someone drags me out of my bed. I wouldn't be able to talk or breathe. I know this is probably sleep paralysis. The thing is, I grew up Catholic and have always had a fear of the devil. I always wake up at 3 a.m. and pray and turn on my TV until it's 4. I used to joke that I had a demon following me to my friends because I always felt like someone or something was watching me. My dog used to bark at my closet in my childhood home. Last year, while visiting a friend, I made another joke about my demon haunting me, and right after I made the joke, I walked away from the closet I was standing in, and a bag fell from the top shelf right down to where I was standing. The next day, my friend and I took a picture together, and behind me was an orb-like flash with a clearly visible and ominous face. It made both of us cry. When I moved to my new and current place, things seemed to subside, and I felt normal again. But now I am having sleep paralysis again and waking up at 3 a.m. in fear for my life. As soon as I wake, I stare at one corner of my room because I feel like a presence is there. Even my fiance woke up and said he felt scared. He doesn't believe in the devil and said it's all in my head. Last night, I had another nightmare where I was trying to call out for help because I felt like someone was going to drag me out of bed. I woke up and my fiance turned and looked at me and growled. I choked him and screamed, and he woke up very angry because he didn't know what was going on. He used to make fun of me and pretend to be a demon and do this, so I thought he was messing with me, but I was still so frightened. I know what his snores sound like, and I know what I saw. I can't tell anyone because no one will believe me, but I fear for my life now more than ever. I am 12 weeks pregnant and so stressed out that I fear I will miscarry. I'm going to see a priest and practice penance and talk to him, but what should I do? Is this all in my head? We have a family friend who's actually, I would say, haunted. For all their life, they've had this weird spirit attached to them, and it's only brought them misfortune. Feeling of being watched, even being pushed down the stairs. So, in my opinion, maybe this person might be suffering from that. A spirit has latched onto them, which is kind of creepy. What do you think? Hopefully you guys enjoyed those 5 creepy stories, and if you did, be sure to hit that like button, give us a follow, and ring that bell, and turn on notifications so you guys do not miss out on the next creepy video.